Hello, I'm Kathryn Delaney and welcome to Roots of Alchemy. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own antiviral essential oil blend with the essential oils that you have on hand. Now, essential oils are unique allies in times of airborne illness because of their volatile nature and their inherent antibacterial and antimicrobial as well as sometimes antiviral qualities. Essential oils are distilled from plants into concentrated volatile substances that can not only purify the air, this quality actually makes them extremely effective for respiratory conditions by way of inhalation. It is this diffusive quality that allows them to be used to strengthen the immune system. Historically, aromatic herbs and spices have proven useful in times of airborne illnesses because of their antimicrobial and antibacterial and antiviral properties. Aromatic botanicals also have been used for centuries in religious ceremonies that use smudging as a means for spiritual purification, and some traditions in the past and present continue to smudge people and public areas as a means to purify the air and use botanicals such as juniper, cedar, cypress, and other botanicals. Several ways that you can use the benefits of the antiviral properties of essential oils include steam inhalation. You can simply boil a soup pot filled with water, remove it from the stove, and add 4 to 8 drops of any single or combination of essential oils of either bay laurel, tea tree, cajeput, thyme, niaouli, or ravinsara. You can also do passive diffusion, which is just setting a bowl of water with a few drops of your chosen essential oils that were listed above in a warm, sunny window or in a warm room, and it will just volatilize into the air. And as you smell it, you will be purifying the air that you breathe. You can also use electric room diffusers and atomizers that you can buy from the store, and you can add the essential oils to the water vessel that are in those particular contraptions that you can buy from the store. And then topically, you can also use some essential oils in a carrier oil or in a lotion, or even make a salve that you can use topically on your lungs, which you can then be inhaling over time and will also passively go into your bloodstream that way. So you can additionally make a disinfectant room spray with some water and some essential oils. And you can also make household cleaners with some essential oils, white vinegar that is diluted in some water. So to make your own essential oil blend, I wanted to just show you really quickly how to use an app that I created a few years ago. So I created this app um, initially as a reference uh, for my own use so that I would be able to just have a pocket guide way to quickly reference the benefits of different essential oils. And also because I've always been really passionate about people using essential oils properly and diluting them properly. So I created this app, which is called Esenta. You may not be able to see it very good because of the light. It's the Esenta Aromaticum app. I also created it with the help of my good childhood friend, Chris Collins, who is awesome, and he actually develops apps. So he helped me to transform my idea into something that actually was working, instead of just something that I created in an Excel document. So how you use this, there is a common ailments button that you can see at the top over here. Boom, boom, boom. Right underneath there, there's a bar that says skin, circulatory, muscle conditions, respiratory, digestive, um, the immune conditions, and you can basically click any of those and it will bring up conditions that are within that system of the body. So for instance, in the immune conditions, there's chickenpox, colds and flu, fever, and then you can click on those and it will list the essential oils that you could use that will benefit that particular ailment. And then up at the top, it tells you how to use them, like how to use them in a steam inhalation, how to dilute them properly for the bath, and how to blend them properly in a carrier oil. And so when I'm going to make a blend, for instance, for a particular ailment, what I will typically do is first create what we call an action formula in, let's see, nope, that's not the one I wanted to share with you. Let's share a different one with you. An action formula. So in an action formula, or, you know, to create a formula that would benefit certain, like a certain ailment, first I would look at, I would go into my app and look up the different essential oils that would be useful in, for instance, a cold and flu situation. And I originally created this in Excel. And then I looked up sore throat infections, and I just I just put a little X if it had a, you know, if the essential oil was written there, and then if it was bolded, which means that it's extremely effective, then I put a double X, right? So because what people are dealing with right now is a respiratory condition that is, you know, related to the cold and flu. People are experiencing sore throats, fever, and because ironically enough, all ailments and sicknesses are related to stress, I looked up all of these different conditions in my app, and then basically like created this little spreadsheet so that then I could choose which essential oils I might want to put in my blend based on either what I have on hand or what I ultimately want to accomplish, and if it's really beneficial, right? So for my own blend that I have been making and using for people, right, my little magical bottle here, I have eucalyptus, thyme, tea tree, lemon, peppermint, and lavender. And you might see why if you look at this little diagram that I made. So all of these oils that are marked in this column are going to be beneficial for colds and flu, right? And then all of the oils that are marked under sore throat infections are going to be beneficial for helping to prevent sore throats, and then fever, and then stress, right? You get the idea. So if you have something that kind of you get notched off in all four, you have like superpower essential oil like bergamot, depending on how you would like to pronounce it, is really great for all of those. So you can, it makes sense why people are in love with Earl Grey tea, right? It's great for stress, and it's also really beneficial for preventing sore throat and for fighting cold and flu and just for general wellness. So it's, you know, if you love cambrics and Earl Grey and bergamot, then like you got it made, right? Eucalyptus is marked off on almost everything. You see that, you know, if you want something that's good for stress, we have chamomile, cedar, helichrysum, frankincense, jasmine, lavender. So you can start to build your formula based on what you have on hand, because a lot of people have just essential oils and they don't know what to do with them. So you can create your own formula this way. And you can, you know, of course, create it this way from going through your own books, or you can get my fun little app that I created a couple years ago. That it's right now it's available for iOS systems. It's called Esenta, ESENTA, the Aromaticum app. And so it will basically give you, you know, information on your library of essential oils, how to use them, how to dilute them properly. And I hope to also have it available for Android systems if I can, you know, raise enough money to get that done. But I hope that this has been useful and this has inspired you to make your own blend if you don't want to just go out and buy something. You know, historically, thieves' vinegar was used by thieves who had doused themselves in a fragrant vinegar that was infused with thyme and cinnamon and orange and cloves and really strong fragrant oils, which happen to be antiviral. So that's where the history of that really popular essential oil blend comes from. And but you can make your own, right? Like I made my own. I do sell it as well, but you can make your own if you have any of the essential oils that you just saw in that diagram and you want to blend them together and use your nose because your nose knows what goes well together. Um, Mine is a eucalyptus, thyme, clove, peppermint, lemon, and a little bit of lavender. And so I'll, sometimes put a couple drops of this on my fabric mask. I'll diffuse some in some water that I just boiled and let it just go into the room and like clean out the room. I'll also make a spray of it to clean up the spray. I've also mixed it in my homemade disinfectant, sanitizer blend that I'll use sometimes on my hand, but I always dilute it because essential oils are really potent and you don't want to be using them undiluted on the skin. So I hope that was fun, and I look forward to your feedback. If there's anything else you want to figure out how to make, I encourage you to check out my app or to reach out. We will be having a essential oil course that starts up at Colorado School of Clinical Herbalism starting in July, and then I'll also have some other upcoming courses that will be available online if you're interested in learning more about the safety in using essential oils and how those little droplets of essential oils are such powerful substances. I look forward to hearing back from you or hearing about you, and I hope you are having a great weekend. Take care. Bye.